Alright guys, so today is the last day of hunting season in Indiana, which has me thinking about what's next for me. What's next for me is shed season. So I just want to quickly go over a few of the top spots and a few tips to help you find more sheds this year. So first, let's start with some of the spots. The absolute top spot for me is going to be late season food sources. Find the spot the deer are hammering hard. They're going to be spending a lot of time there and a lot of time with their head down. It only makes sense that they're going to lose antlers in this area. It seems to be the best spot for me to find sheds. So go out, find a spot that the deer are tearing up, and focus on there first. The next best spot is going to be deer bedding areas. Deer, just like in the late season food source, the deer are spending a ton of time in this area. So if you can find where the deer are spending the most time between food and bedding, there's a very good chance that you're going to find where they drop those antlers. Now in the bedding areas, remember, these are going to be different bedding areas that they were using in the fall. These bedding areas are likely going to be closer to that late season food source. So find fresh beds and start to search in that area. The third area that I like to check is travel corridors, especially ones that have thick branches along those travel corridors, or travel corridors that are close to those late season food sources. Find the travel corridors between late season food and late season bedding. Somewhere between that bedding, the corridor, and that late season food source, you're likely to find where those bucks are dropping sheds. So let's just go over a few tips for shed hunting in general. Okay. If you're somebody that gets discouraged easily, don't shed hunt too early. Shed hunting can take a lot of miles on the ground and a lot of hours, and you still may not find anything. But if you start shed hunting at the beginning of January, yeah, there's a few bucks that have already lost their antlers, but you likely aren't going to find much. So if you know that you're a person who gets discouraged easily, wait a little while until more bucks have dropped those antlers to increase your chance of success when you do go out there. The next tip is that use your trail cameras. Keep using those trail cameras through the late season to help you see when bucks are starting to lose antlers. You may start to get pictures of bucks with one antler out on a food source. You may be able to recognize the bucks from their body size if they've lost both antlers. But use your trail cameras to give you an idea of when you want to start looking for sheds. The next thing, which probably seems kind of obvious, but let's cover it anyways. Don't start shed hunting right after a heavy fresh snow. Sheds will get buried, sheds will mix with that snow, you're not going to find anything, and you're going to start to trample areas and not find sheds. Then you're going to think you've already went through that area, and you may not go back to that area again, when in fact there was a shed there. So this goes back with, if you feel like you're going to get discouraged quickly, wait a little while. Wait till mid to late February, start getting out there, start putting the miles on. My favorite time is mid to late February, especially after a warm-up. If you get a 40-degree day, all that snow starts to melt, get out there, those antlers are really going to pop on the ground. That white's going to stand out against that bare ground. So a warm day, mid to late February, that's when I try to wait to start. But don't be discouraged if you don't find sheds right away. Keep walking, keep putting in the miles. You will find sheds. Just find those late season bedding areas, find that late season food source, find the late season movement in general, and you're going to find success this shed season. Thanks for making it to the end of the video, guys. As always, make sure to contact us for the habitat solutions on your whitetail property. Also, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment on this video.